Wow, that is probably the most embarrassing entry to a live stream that I have ever had. What's going on? I've already said hi to all of you. I've already barted down 7 stages. I've already talked about all of the Mega Crab details. But then I realized that I was recording, not streaming. So complete doofus maneuver. That was probably the worst start to a stream I've ever had. I was in the middle of the stage and I was replying to someone and I said, "Hey, why is no one responding when I throw their name out there or say good morning or good afternoon?" And it's because none of you could hear or see what I was saying. So I wish you could see how ridiculously embarrassed I feel right now, because I just spent the last 7 minutes talking to myself on a video with no one around and explaining things and going over things, and not a super great start. So this is the Gunboat Mega Crab. We are on my 7-3 account, and I'm full boosted. So we get a new gunboat energy every single stage. We started out with 75 gunboat energy gain per cell, per building, which is different than last year. Last year we had 50%. So whoever wins this Mega Crab is going to be on a very, very high level. Just to show you, someone is already on stage 101 and we are less than 12 hours in. So it's going to be very, very high level. And this is going to be insane. I don't have a lot of time. This stream is supposed to be quick. It's a long weekend coming up. I gotta leave, I gotta pack, I gotta work, I gotta do all that stuff. And I just wasted 7 minutes talking to myself, not streaming. So what's going on? We got Krusty and Keone. I was wondering, I've already said hi to Janice, but it wasn't online. I already said hi to Jack, wasn't online. Just feel like a complete idiot. And on top of that, my Endless Reserves has expired, so I currently I'm going to be rushing with zookas as far as I can, because Endless Reserves has expired and I forgot to renew it. It just expired today, and I can't renew it because I'm on I have to renew it on Android, and this is iOS, and so ridiculous. So the worst start to a live stream in the history of live streams. I just figured, you know what, we need to get this going. Let's keep on rocking and rolling. What's going on? The wall I don't know if that's a Pink Floyd reference or where we're coming from with that, but the GBE gain is real. Starting out at 75% is a big deal. I don't want to do math on exactly what that means. Because 75% of 3, I don't know if that means we're going to get 2 or 3. Someone out there, please do the math. But now we are moving on. Oh, we haven't moved on yet. Look at that, stage 10. I guess we're going to change at stage 11, I'm guessing. Let's keep going. And we're going to burn through this. This Mega Crab is one of the ones that I am not a super big fan of, because going to stage 150 or whatever it might be is just so much time. At that point it's more about grinding than skill, I think. And whoever's is willing to put in that crazy amount of time. So I would not my favorite Mega Crab for sure, but at the same time, for the lower levels, being able to get that GBE gain means that there's going to be more diamond trophies awarded, there's going to be more powder awarded. And so for people who are trying to gain powder or trying to get that first diamond trophy or that first legendary trophy or whatever it might be, this is probably a good Mega Crab for you. I would highly suggest pushing if you're trying to get your first ever diamond. Stage 30. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for all of those. At least do face cam on a live stream. That's kind of a backhanded request. At some point I will. Right now, let's see here. Okay, so we're not changing yet. So they've changed it. Typically it was every 10 stages it would change. This time it sounds like it's every 30 stages. I have not been checking in on anyone's live streams. I don't know who did any live streams last night, who didn't. So definitely, I mean, right now I'm just too busy putting away my white pants, because it is we're into Labor Day is almost over, and it's time to put away your white pants and all of those sorts of things. It is dark and dreary here. So it's been gorgeous all week, and of course for Labor Day long weekend it's starting to get dark and dreary and rainy. Not super awesome. But I guess that's kind of how it goes. I'm hoping to head to my parents' cabin. I'm not hoping. We are heading to my parents' cabin, hoping to do some ocean swimming and some kayaking and all of that sort of stuff. And where I'm going, there's no internet, there's no electricity, there's no running water and all that sort of stuff. So the cell service also is very, very, very bad. So I figured let's get a Mega Crab stream rocking and rolling. We'll rush through this. I am going to be completely rushing because I do not have a lot of time. So we will get this going. I'll do what I can, and then I will bail. I really have been getting a lot of flack from a lot of people about this whole Rush Wars thing, and I released a Rush Wars video this morning, which I actually created last night, so I didn't want to release a Rush Wars video and skip Mega Crab, so I am essentially burning some brownie points with the wife in order to get this stream rocking and rolling, because there's nothing worse. I have some banked brownie points with the wife, but it seems that my brownie points with the Boom Beach community have rapidly evaporated. So we're going to do a quick stream. I'm going to burn through this. Hopefully we can have some fun. I was really hoping to do ridiculous, silly things like use all Cryoneers, but my endless reserves have expired. So maybe we'll try and do some ridiculous things, but we'll see. Golden Trophy at HQ 17 is likely possible. The fact... I have pushed... It's going to take some skill, though. That's going to take a lot of skill, and the fact remains that you're also going to have fairly good statues. Like if you have Resource Reward statue, or if you have Power Stone Chance statue, that's just not going to be possible, I don't think. It is possible overall, but you're going to have to grind and be very careful and watch some replays, and maybe even have a second account of pace or something like that. Like, it's one of those things that's going to be difficult. I have... It's this. I enjoy Mega Crab. Don't get me wrong. That probably came across wrong. So I just have been so ridiculously busy that I did not realize that it's Mega Crab until just now, and I need it. Yeah, long story. Anyways, I'm terrible at explaining, and we're live, so it just makes it extra worse. This crab is better than the Cryoneer's damage crab. That all comes down... Thank you very much, Keone. Always, Keone is, yes, Mr. Generosity. Silly. This crab is better than Cryoneer damage, yes. It all depends on what you mean by better. The Cryoneer damage one, it was more about... Because the tribe boosts and the crab boosts were low, it made it so that it was much more condensed. With this one, there's just going to be someone at... I'm very curious to see what level people are going to hit, because you can get just silly... I think it was 139 last time, and that was with 50% GBE gain to start with. So... Oh, I've got a conference call in 15 minutes. Awesome. So I guess that's going to limit our time here. Man, I am sorry. I just got an Outlook reminder about a conference call that's happening in 15 minutes. So we have approximately 13 minutes to finish up this video, and then we're going to call it quits because I can't properly manage my time. So, we're gonna have less time than I thought. Oh man, just not doing well. At least we've got the Cryo Bomb, though. There's that. So we're gonna throw critters and Cryo Bombs, and we're gonna shock here, and behind, and medkits, and hopefully burn this headquarters very quickly, because I just feel like a complete idiot right now. Busy. Yes, busy. This is just absolutely silly. So we started late. I only I recorded instead of streamed, and now we have even less time together just because of just ridiculousness. So this is probably going to go down as my least organized, shortest stream in the history of streams, but I'm just glad we got to hang out with some of you. My wife's always happy. She's usually happy, so no problems there. Let's keep going. Callus is in the house. What's going on, Callus? And, saying that name is going to get me in. Baba Naja? Is that a soft J, or I don't even know. So we're going to burn through this head core. I'm basically just assuming we can burn all of these cores. I am not going to check any of the core health. We're just going to try and burn through everything always. And we've got the, what is that thing called? The remote. What is that even called? I forgot to throw the core. Not super awesome, but maybe that's actually a good thing. I think we can actually free snipe this one. So stage 15, going for the free snipe, gaining a ton of GBE in the process. Let's get one more shock out, one more med kit out. Down goes stage 15. The wall's got to leave. See you later, wall. Thanks for coming in. I wasn't sure. I can't remember if I said that before or not. I'm not sure if the wall is a Pink Floyd reference or not. We're going to keep burning through this tiny shock. I love the tiny shock. Hopefully you guys all have... Is it a long weekend where you are, Callus, or is that just a US-Canada thing? I know the Labor Day in France was in, I want to say May or something like that. I'm not sure if Labor Day is if this weekend is a global holiday or just North America, but... I guess the fact that it is a long weekend is kind of a bonus. The fact that people can get to some crazy, crazy high level in Mega Crab, at least it's a long weekend, so people have a little bit of spare time, and that should, I assume, play a factor in the highest possible level that people get to. Yes, remote defib, that's what it's called. Okay, we got somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 minutes, and then I'm going to turn into a pumpkin, and bad things are going to happen. Let's throw a flare there, and a shock, and a shock, and a shock, and just 50 medkits. Stage 16, all solos all the time. Yeah, I just didn't know if there's like a lot of times different countries will have a different named holiday on the same weekend. All of our kids go back to school on Tuesday, so looking forward to that. Kids, I think my kids are all looking forward to it still. My kids are young enough that going back to school is still seen as a fun, awesome thing. I don't know what age that stops at. I kind of assume it's going to be probably maybe like grade 8 or something like that. But my kids are going into grades. What grade are my kids going into? 1, 3, and 5. So school is still a chance to see their friends and play in PE and all of those kind of fun things. I don't know what age school becomes less fun, but they're not there yet, thankfully. We're doing the side drop this time just because I'm sick and tired of Everspark or Brick getting there first and zookas showing up after the fact and my smoke's almost expiring. You can solo to 58. That is not surprising. Can you solo to 58 with all zookas, or is that solo to 58 using tanks? Because there's no tanks happening on this stream. We are keeping it all zooka all the time. And hopefully all solos, yes, kids go back different times all over, it seems like. People in the US, kids have been back for like, I want to say like months. It's kind of crazy. Let's throw a shock into here and here and here, and we'll probably should release this as well, and maybe throw some more critters. Did not see that shock launcher behind the core, and somehow managed to get a shock on it before it shot. I'm guessing the sniper tower or the cannon helped us out there. Whew. Stage 17 solo on the books. Thanks for coming in, Damon. Damon, for those of you who are not aware, has his own YouTube channel, does Boom Beach content. If you're looking for Mega Crab stuff, you should go check him out. I assume he's doing live streams this time. If not, why the heck not? Let's see. We have the remote hack. That's going to be super, super nice, because that's going to allow us to drop our troops without having to worry about that rocket launcher, and hopefully, maybe not, we'll have to worry about that mortar at the same time. So, mortar just shot us square in the face. So, just when I thought the mortar was not going to be an issue. Of course it was. Let's see if we can't remote hack some things while we're still walking, just trying to set up our core hit a little bit. Also trying not to have gaps in our smokes, because gaps in smokes are generally... Oh man, see that flamethrower turn? That was scary. Let's keep walking. Hopefully that Cryo Bomb does not ruin our faces. I don't think I'm going to have enough troops to burn this core, but we're going to try, because there's nothing like failing. There's nothing beats failing on a Mega Crab stage, right? I'm going to try for a free snipe here, because it feels like we should be able to free snipe this. I'm going to remote hack that shock launcher and hopefully get rid of it. And then I think we should be able to... I don't think I'd have enough to be able to burn this core without it. So let's keep going. Hopefully getting rid of all of the things. And that should be enough for a free snipe, I think. We're going to use... let's get rid of that sniper tower there. And I think maybe we can free snipe now. Manage to salvage it, I think, even without using battle orders, because I forgot to push that button. Keep beast mode in the house as well. What's going on, fellas? This is why I rush and do live streams, because I love it when all of y'all come out and say hi. I don't talk to a lot of these people terribly often. A lot of them are on Telegram. And or Discord. I don't spend a lot of time on Telegram, so love it when people come out for the streams. Thank you very much for doing so. I wish you could see which gunboat ability we have before dropping troops, because that would potentially impact which troops I drop. Let's barrage in here. Let's get into here, and then maybe drop a remote turret over here just to distract some things and release some critters. And releasing critters is going to be more critical on this Mega Crab than some previous, just because there's so much GBE to be gained, and gaining that GBE is going to be pretty darn important, because I mean, not releasing those critters would be a huge mistake, I think. I also do wish that we had the Cryo Bomb for every stage in the history of stages, because there's a whole bunch of mines back here, and having to clear mines is a bit of work. Cryo Bombs just make that so much easier. Oh no, I'm going to have to drop some critters in that smoke, otherwise I'm going to get wrecked by all of those mines. Uh-oh, I'm guessing that what's-her-face is dead. I'm also thinking that all of my troops are about to be dead. Let's see if we can't salvage it somehow. Man, just sloppy attacks. I think we're about to get our first fail. Stage 19 looks to be our first fail. We'll find out very soon here. Looks, maybe not. We've got a... Never mind. Shock launcher for the loss. Just need that one zooka on the left to die. Stage 19... fail. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the beauty of Supercell, is doing them on the last weekend of the month is pretty smart, because a lot of times there are long weekends in the last weekend of the month, it seems like. And that also means they don't have to schedule like quite so much. Old Mega Crabs used to be scheduled for whatever long weekend was happening in China or the US or whatever it was, because they happened every 3 to 4 months. So I'm very curious. Beast Mode, let us know what stage you think people are going to get to. Damon, if you're still there, please, everyone in the comments below, guess which stage is going to be the winner's going to be at. I'm very curious to see what stage people are going to get to. This is going to be my last stage. For me, I've got to run, because I have a conference call starting in seconds. So let's do like this. We're going to just We're going to do this with no planning, nothing whatsoever. I'm going to release this Cryo Bomb, and then we're going to walk towards this corner. I've already used, see right there? That's a 4 smoke drop. Please, people, don't ever do 4 smoke drops. 4 smoke drops are a very bad time. I think my meeting's already started. That is not super awesome. Someone joined early and started the meeting, so we're going to end this in about 10 seconds. Thank you very much for everyone who came in. Sorry this is not working out how I had hoped, and we're about to finish this on a complete fail. I sort of assume, but we've got lots of GBE, so maybe not. Let's throw critters here and this here, and we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just medkit on top of everything, and maybe an ice shield as well, because that ice shield is not bad. Look at that, finishing on a solo. Thanks for coming in. I'm zedmoT, and I shall talk to all of you soon. Thanks for everyone who came in and said hi, and have a great long weekend for those of you who's having a long weekend. Anyways, thanks for coming in. I'm zedmoT. Peace!